Check. Check. Final mic testing. Final mic testing. Sir, please confirm if audio quality is very good.
Sir, கேக்குதுங்களா? ஹலோ.
கேக்குது. Thank you. கேக்குது.
ஓகேங்க சார், ஓகேங்க சார்.
Clear, very clear.
கல்யாண் சார், ஆஃப் பண்ணிட்டுமா? 1 hour கழிச்சு பண்ணிக்கலாம்.
விட்டுட்டீங்கன்னா
Okay. Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
ஹலோ குட் ஆஃப்டர்நூன் சார்.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome.
தேங்க்யூ.
Most welcome.
இதுல வந்து
Sir, meeting வந்துட்டீங்கல்ல சார்?
வந்துட்டேன் சார்.
ரைட்டுங்க சார். தேங்க்யூ சார். தேங்க்யூ ஃபார் கம்மிங்.
தேங்க்யூ சார்.
ரைட்.
இது நம்ம வீடியோ.
சார், யூர் audible சார்?
எஸ் சார், எஸ் சார், கேக்குது.
கேட்குது இல்லைங்களா?
நல்லா கேக்குது.
ரைட்டுங்க சார். தேங்க்யூ சார். தேங்க்யூ.
ரைட்டுங்க. கரெக்டா பொசிஷன் கரெக்டா தம்பி.
சரி சரி.
வீடியோ இங்கே வரும்ல சார்? குட் ஆஃப்டர்நூன் பார்த்திபன் சார். வெல்கம்.
குட் ஆஃப்டர்நூன் கிரிராஜ் சார்.
தேங்க்யூ. தேங்க்ஸ் ஃபார் ஜாயினிங். வில் ஸ்டார்ட் எக்ஸாக்ட்லி அட் 4 o'clock சார்.
ரைட்
நீங்கள்
ரைட்
அப்படியே மியூட்டில் இருங்க.
ரைட் ரைட்.
தேங்க்ஸ் ஃபார் ஜாயினிங் சார்.
மை ப்ளஷர்.
தேங்க்யூ.
Sir, good evening. This is Natarajan. Welcome, sir. Mr. Mahalingam.
Yeah,
So we'll start the program by 4 o'clock. Thanks for joining.
yeah, that's right. 1 minute. Can you see me? Can you see
Okay.
me?
Yeah. Clear, very clear.
And the sound is also fairly all right, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll stop the video and we'll get on at 4 o'clock.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Nandini, could you hear? The audio is okay.
Yeah, I'm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Visibility is here. It's on. Good evening, Mahalingam, sir, please. Sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir, welcome to BSG Tech. I'm Prakashan, Principal BSG Tech. Thank you for being with us. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
For
Thank you.
duty
Thank you.
to- Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hello.
வணக்கம்.
வணக்கம் மேடம். மேடம், வெல்கம் மேடம்.
Thank you.
Thank you so much madam for joining.
ஆமா, பயந்துட்டே இருந்தேன் எங்க மீட்டிங் முடியாதோன்னு சொல்லிட்டு.
இல்ல முடிச்சிட்டீங்க மேடம்? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay madam. We'll be ready madam in another 10 minutes.
Okay மா.
Program will start.
நான் மீட்டிங் ஆன் பண்ணனும், அப்புறம் நான் உள்ள வந்துறேன்.
Okay madam. வீடியோ கேமரா ஆன் பண்ணுங்க மேடம். தெரியுதான்னு பாத்து. மேடம்
ஆன் பண்றேமா. ஆன் பண்றேன்.
Okay, okay.
Okay வா?
Yes madam, perfectly okay. Okay madam.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, Dr. Satyan, can you see me? இல்ல உங்க வாய்ஸ் வரலையா? Dr. Satyan? Yeah, I'll switch off my mobile.
Voice was
Yeah.
Can you hear me actually?
I can hear you, Satyan, but I'm not able to see you. Can you please switch on your camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 second.
Yes, I will wait. I think I can see your camera now.
Can you hear me?
Can you please wave? Yes.
Can you
Very
hear-
simple. Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you well. I can see you as well. At that time, you will have to remove the mask. In fact, you don't need the mask if you are by yourself in your room.
Sure.
Okay, Satyan? Great. All the best.
Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Ranji.
Yes, madam, I'm here.
Can we have your video on, please?
Yeah, my video is on.
Checking.
Yeah, my video is on.
We can see you now. Thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Everything's clear?
Yeah, very clear.
Even before we start, congratulations again.
Thank you so much. Thank you, madam.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you for joining. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Dr. Satyan, you can mute your video and continue to stay with us. Thank you so much.
Post number.
Only on Founders Day, I noticed what is this. Founders Day.
Madam, PH profile profile.
Hello, Professor Sudarshanam Suresh Babu sir, please. Good evening.
Good afternoon. I was in the attendee event. I apologize. I was waiting there and then I realized that I made a mistake.
Welcome you to PSG College of Technology and this function. Thank you for being with us. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening. May I invite all the dignitaries onto the dais, please?
Very convenient time.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to the 96th Founders Day celebration of PSG and Sons Charities. My name is Dr. Shaina Sheen, Associate Professor at PSG College of Technology, and I'm very pleased to be the Master of Ceremony for today's function. It has been a tradition to pay respectful homage to the founders and visionaries of PSG Group of Institutions. This is a moment that allows us to consider what our aspirations have been over the years, reflect on 96 years of growth, grit, and greatness, celebrate all that we have achieved together, and aspire yet again, as success is never final. It is also a time to recognize the accomplishments of our alumni who have made an impact in their field of work that reaches far beyond the campus where they got their start. Let us begin this event by invoking the blessings of the Almighty with a prayer song by Shreya S. of second year MSc Data Science, PSG College of Technology.
வானமழை உயிர் வாழும் பயிர் நீயே வார்த்தை தந்தவனே எங்கள் வண்ண தமிழ் தாயே கடலின் அலை நீ கலையின் சிலை நீ என்றும் நிலை நீயே கடல் அலை நீ கலையின் சிலை நீ என்றும் நிலை நீயே காற்றில் வசமிடும் மருந்தி தோல் மறுபுலிவன் மதிலங்கும் கலங்கரை விளக்கமே கம்பன் கவினயம் உடமை கூறல நெறிமுறைகளை தூவும் மண்ணில் மீயும் வானமணியே உயிர் வாழும் பயிர் நீயே வார்த்தை தந்தவளே எங்கள் வண்ண தமிழ் தாயே எங்கள் வண்ண தமிழ் தாயே எங்கள் வண்ண தமிழ் தாயே.
Shri P.S. Govindasamy Naidu, a man of vision, faith, and integrity, fondly remembered as PSG, has become a living legend at Pilamedu, Coimbatore. The vision of this great man was made a reality by his 4 sons by establishing the PSG and Sons Charities Trust on 25th January 1926, dedicated entirely to the growth and development of education, training, industry, and social upliftment. The 4 brothers, Shri PSG Venkataswamy Naidu, Shri PSG Rangaswamy Naidu, Shri PSG Ganga Naidu, and Shri PSG Narayanaswamy Naidu, willingly and voluntarily divided their inherited ancestral properties into parts, reserving 1/5 portion to create a charity which hence became their 5th sibling. The 95-year-old legacy of the PSG institutions have been handed down through several generations. In this time, the vision of its founder, Shri P.S. Govindasamy Naidu, has only grown richer and more profound with the golden words, "Let there be charity so that other people may share my family's prosperity," firmly embedded. Today, we celebrate this vision, which is transformed into a concrete reality by taking education to unimaginable heights, adding fame and glory to the land of Coimbatore. This evening, let me acknowledge the presence of a person of eminence, Shri S. Mahalingam, former Chief Finance Officer of Tata Consultancy Services, who has kindly consented to be the chief guest for this event. We also have with us to grace this occasion our Managing Trustee, Shri L. Gopalakrishnan, former trustees, dignitaries, awardees, alumni guests, heads of various institutions, and the well-wishers of PSG. May I request Dr. T.M. Subbarao, Principal, PSG Institute of Medical Sciences and Research, to kindly deliver the welcome address.
Good evening, everyone. Shri S. Mahalingam, esteemed chief guest of the occasion, distinguished alumni award recipients for the year 2022, and all of our guests, a warm welcome to the 96th Founders Day of the PSG and Sons Charities. My name is Dr. T. M. Subbarao, and it is my privilege and great pleasure to welcome you all today on this august occasion. We are delighted to have you all with us to participate virtually and share on this special occasion PSG and Sons Charities 96 years in nation building. Thank you all for joining. That all of you have willingly spared your time to be with us reflects the significance of this day. The purpose of a charitable trust is to accomplish a substantial social benefit for the public. PSG and Sons Charities Trust embarked on this mission 96 years ago with a singular aim of nation building by supporting education and providing opportunities for entrepreneurial thought processes. That vision has been bearing fruit for the past 50 years. The alumni of PSG institutions not only contribute to nation building, but are also the ambassadors of the good work of the Charities Trust through its various institutions. Today, it is a very proud moment to all of us as we acknowledge and celebrate those alumni for their professional achievements, community service, and innovation. Today's awardees are exceptional and path-breaking. Their current reputation and achievements, along with the future potential we see in them, will bring honor not just to the alma mater concerned, but vindicate the founding principles of the PSG and Sons Charities Trust. We are honored by the presence of Shri S. Mahalingam, former Chief Finance Officer, Tata Consultancy Services, and Honorary Counsel of the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg, Chennai, for his kind presence and accepting to be the chief guest of this momentous occasion. We wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. I am delighted to welcome all of our awardees for this year. Mr. J. Ramanathan, Managing Director, Newman Group of Companies, Coimbatore. Mr. V. Parthiban, Managing Director, Bull Machines Private Limited, Coimbatore. Dr. Sudarshanam Suresh Babu, Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, University of Tennessee, USA. Mrs. Vanathi Srinivasan, MLA, Coimbatore South Constituency and Senior Advocate, High Court, Chennai. Dr. Satyan Parthasarathi, Director, Satyan Eye Care Hospital and Coimbatore Glaucoma Foundation, Coimbatore. Mr. Ranji Cherian, President and Managing Partner, DDP Mudra India, Bengaluru, and Dr. M. Nandini, Professor and Vice Principal, Ashwini College of Nursing, Thrissur. I extend my sincere welcome to our Managing Trustee, Shri L. Gopalakrishnan, the Custodian-in-Chief of the Moral, Financial, and Ethical Assets of PSG and Sons Charities Trust. I cordially welcome the Chairman and all the members of the PSG and Sons Charities Board. I am glad to welcome all the heads of institutions, heads of departments, faculty, and all the staff of PSG institutions. I welcome all the distinguished guests, special invitees, Master of Ceremonies, and the support staff. Ladies and gentlemen, as we move on to the next segment of this function, I wish you all a splendid and memorable evening. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. I kindly request Sri L. Gopalakrishnan, Managing Trustee, PSG and Sons Charities, to give the presidential address.
Good evening. Chief guest of the day, the Honorary Consul of Grand Duchy of Luxembourg, Chennai, and former CFO, TCS, Sri S. Mahalingam, dignitaries, invitees, alumni, faculty, staff, and students of PSG. Ladies and gentlemen, I take immense pleasure in welcoming you to the 96th Founders Day of PSG and Sons Charities. We are honored to have Sri S. Mahalingam, an exemplary individual from strong industry linkages and a deep-rooted association with social causes, as the chief guest of the Founders Day. This day is the most momentous as we honor the vision of the founders and reaffirm the philosophy of this great institution to impart quality education. From a humble beginning in 1926, this philosophy has been the guiding principle of the institution to take form, grow and become an invincible reality in diverse fields of education such as sciences, medicine, technology, arts, humanities, management and research. With 32,000 students and 5,000 employees across 29 institutions of PSG and an equal number of alumni at any point of time, PSG's contribution to nation building is enormous. Today, we take time to reflect on our past and those that have helped to shape who we are, to commemorate the PSG fraternity, both past and present, who have influenced the character and values of this great institution. We laud the achievement of PSG alumni for their influence on the community, and as customary, we honor their contribution to the society with the Distinguished Alumni Award. This year, we honor 7 of them: Mr. J. Ramanathan, Mr. V. Parthiban, Dr. Sudarsanam Suresh Babu, Mrs. Vanati Srinivasan, Mr. Ranji J. Cherian, Dr. Satyan Parthasarthi, and Dr. M. Nandini. Alumni are the catalyst who infuse confidence and inspire young minds. As we begin to see the end of this pandemic, I am compelled to share that the pandemic transformed traditional functioning and accelerated digitization and remote working. We have recognized the strategic importance of technology, innovation, and research, and have responded positively to embrace them in all our institutions. I congratulate the services of our employees and students who rose up to meet the challenges of the moment and has yet again created a story of resilience. We celebrate our founding because the seed of what we are is lodged here. We are committed to the progressive education that will defy boundaries. I am sure each one of us will do our part and carry this legacy into the future. Happy Founders Day to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It is a great honor for me to introduce the chief guest of the day, Shri S. Mahalingam, former Chief Financial Officer and Executive Director, Tata Consultancy Services, and the Honorary Consul of Grand Duchy of Luxembourg, Chennai. Sethuraman Mahalingam, or Maha as he is known in the industry, started his professional career with Tata Consultancy Services in 1970. Mr. Mahalingam has been involved in many aspects of TCS operations and growth over the course of his 42-year career with the company. He was appointed as a Chief Financial Officer in February 2003 and Executive Director in August 2007, a position he held till his retirement from the company in 2013. A chartered accountant by qualification, Mr. Mahalingam began his career as an IT consultant and thereafter played a major role in marketing TCS services across the globe, developing processes and creating large software development centers for the company. As an early starter in the Indian IT industry, Mr. Mahalingam has played a key role in helping TCS emerge as a $11.6 billion global company with over 2.75 lakh employees at the time he retired. During his career, Mr. Mahalingam has worked across all departments with the IT major and managed the company's operations in London and New York in the early days of TCS's global journey. In his role as CFO and Executive Director, he has managed finance, investor relations, administration, infrastructure planning and development, information systems, risk management, and legal departments. Domestic and international taxation have formed an important part of his responsibilities. Mr. Mahalingam's experience during the formative years of the IT industry in the 1970s and 1980s has given him significant standing within the IT industry. He has been the president of the Computer Society of India, a former chairman of the Southern Region of Confederation of Indian Industry. He was also the president of the Institute of Management Consultants of India. He is on the board of several industries like Sundaram Finance Limited, Lucas TVS Limited, Kasturi and Sons Limited, TVS Supply Chain Solutions Limited, JSW Steel Limited, and Sundaram Fasteners Limited, besides a few not-for-profit organizations as well. Mr. Mahalingam serves on a number of non-profit organizations. He is a chairman of Vidya Bharati Trust, which runs the school Bharati Vidyalaya at Chennai. He is also the vice president of Society for Rehabilitation of Crippled Children, which runs a 180-bed super specialty children's hospital in Mumbai. Mr. Mahalingam has also contributed and influenced government policy at the national level. He was a member of the Tax Administration Reforms Commission set up by the Government of India under the chairmanship of Dr. Parthasarathi Shom to review the application of tax policies and tax laws in India in the context of global best practices. Mr. Mahalingam was conferred several awards as the best CFO in various years by Business Today, International Market Assessment, CNBC TV 18, CFO Innovation, Finance Asia, and Institutional Investors. In 2012, Treasury and Risk, a US-based magazine, named him as one of the 16 globally most influential CFOs. To add to his accomplishments, he was appointed as the Honorary Consul for the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg at Chennai, with jurisdiction over Tamil Nadu and Kerala. It is also a matter of great honor for us that he was closely associated with PSG and supported us in various activities. To sum it up, as Economic Times has rightly put it, Mr. Mahalingam was more than a CFO. He was a man who participated in creating a slice of India's software history. We are indeed privileged to have such a distinguished personality as the chief guest for our event today. May I now request Mr. Mahalingam to address the gathering.
Thank you very much. Respected Management Trustee, Sri Gopalakrishnan, trustees, heads of the 7 institutions seated on the dais, PSG Distinguished Alumni 2022 awardees, alumni guests, dignitaries and friends. I must begin by thanking the Managing Trustee for inviting me to be the chief guest on the occasion of the 96th Foundation Day of PSG Sons Charities. Like everyone from this part of India, I knew about the institutions nurtured by PSG and Sons Charities. Along with the invitation, the Managing Trustee had sent the book, The Fifth Brother, and a brochure. It's a fascinating book, and it was then that I recognized the full scale and the breadth of the activities of the great institution. Foundation for charitable work, as has already been said, was led by the visionary Sri P.R. Govindasamy Naidu. It was followed by the remarkable act of his 4 sons, who divided the inherited ancestral property into 5 parts, thus making PSG and Sons Charities the 5th brother. The successive generation of managing trustees and family trustees continue to expand the activities while nurturing the existing institutions and thus contributing extensively to the social upliftment. The book shows the true extent of the involvement and contribution of PSG and some charities in the creation and development of these iconic institutions. In these 96 years since inception, there have been 9 managing trustees. The inspiring fact is that each successive managing trustee expanded the activities, and as I counted until 2017, there are 37 institutions that have been started, nurtured and grown by the founding organization. My first personal contact with the PSG institutions was when I came in 1976 along with a colleague, Dr. Nirmal Jain, for recruitment of trainees for my organization, Tata Consultancy Services. Dr. R. Subayan was then the principal of PhD College of Technology, where we had come to interview. TCS was a very small organization then, and our recruitment until then was from IITs. In 1976, we decided to extend our recruitment to major engineering colleges in India, and naturally, PhD College of Technology was in the first list. We went to the principal's office on arrival at the campus and were literally given a lesson in interviewing, which has stayed with me ever since. Dr. Subayan suggested that we should not just rely on oral interviews. We should give a written problem to the candidate and assess how the candidate solves it. Dr. Subayan was interested in ensuring that all students, not just the articulate and quick thinking students, had an equal chance. I think we followed that advice as the country, and many such recruits became leaders in TCS and in other companies. All that I can say is that even the recruiters were taught by PhD technology institutions. Starting with Sarvajanam Higher Secondary School in 1924, the charities have been involved in every level of education. Besides primary and higher secondary schools, the institutions created include PhD Polytechnic College, which was started in 1939. PhD College of Technology was started in 1951. The focus went beyond technology education. PhD College of Arts and Science was started in 1947. PhD Institute of Medical Science and Research was started in 1985. PhD Institute of Management was started in 1994, and PhD College of Nursing was started in 1994. I'm noting these 7 institutions amongst many others because we will be honoring today the students who came out of these and became leaders in their own sphere. What struck me most was the complete ecosystem that has been created here by PSG and Sons Charities. PSG institutions started out by building the connectivity between the academic institution and industry. These days, we talk about unemployable graduates. That is never the problem when one graduated from one of the PSG institutions, as the linkages to industry is very strongly established right from the beginning. In 1989, PSG Center for Sponsored Research and Consultancy was set up. Entrepreneurship was encouraged. PSG STEP was started in 1998, providing incubation support to innovation, and it also offers project management consultancy services. This demonstrates the complete development of the ecosystem by which the Indian nation has benefited. It is no exaggeration to say that PSG and Sons Charities has been in the vanguard of national development for nearly 100 years. I have emphasized the ecosystem without which industries like information technology would not have grown to this extent in India. IT is an industry that I relate to because I spent 42 years in it. From 1970, when I joined TCS as a trainee, to 2013, when I retired as a member of the board of Tata Consultancy Services and as its chief financial officer. Shiv Nadar, an extraordinary entrepreneur and a student of PSG College of Technology, is a pioneer in this industry. I had the privilege of serving directly under Mr. S.C. Kohli, popularly called the father of Indian IT industry. Kohli, Narayan Murthy, Azim Premji, and Shiv Nadar built this industry. Actually, India was not a natural place for the growth of IT industry, as we were only using antiquated computers, literally discarded by the advanced nations in the 1970s when this industry started. But Mr. Kohli felt that this huge deficiency should not deter us from thinking big. In 1976, at the annual convention of the Computer Society of India, he made this prophetic statement, and I quote, "I want to say that many years ago, there was an industrial revolution. We missed it for reasons beyond our control. Today, there is a new revolution, a revolution in information technology, which requires neither mechanical bias nor mechanical temperament. Primarily, it requires the capability to think clearly. This we have in abundance. We have the opportunity to participate in this revolution on an equal basis. We have the opportunity even to assume leadership in this revolution. If we miss this opportunity, those who follow us will not forgive us for our tardiness and negligence. Unquote. Therefore, if the right generation of computers were not available to us in India when the first set of companies began their operations, how did we go about building this industry? A huge reliance was placed on getting the brightest people, and PhD College of Technology was one of those institutions which provided them. The college had the foresight in 1976 itself to teach computer science, although a separate department of computer science was not created until much later. I recollect that at that time, computer science came under the mathematics department. As we all know, information technology industry is a fast changing industry, and the skills one learns is adequate only for a few years. Therefore, the entrance into this industry has to worry about reinventing oneself every few years. Strong foundations in key disciplines like mathematics, design thinking, and the constant drive toward continuous learning are the qualities imbibed in students by PhD Tech and other leading institutions. Many developing countries have been envious of the Indian stronghold, or sometimes called stranglehold, in the global IT services industry. But they have not been able to replicate it because they do not have PhD Tech type of institutions, which participated along with the pioneers I've named in thinking ahead, investing, developing faculty, and bringing up students. I quoted Mr. Kohli in 1976 when our IT exports was only $1 billion or so. Today, the nation's exports in this area exceeds $200 billion. Beyond exports, the domestic market has taken to computers in a big way. Even the street vendor has a QR code through which one can make payment. India is no longer a follower or a later user of technology. Aadhaar, UPI, and many other innovations are enabling the creation of India-developed apps. But the participation in the IT revolution does not stop here. We are now in the cusp of a startup revolution, where IT, communication, and other technologies are playing a major part. Digital revolution, e-commerce, innovation, and financial technology are all altering the landscape. This is where I find the early initiatives of PhD and some charities very striking and inspiring. Startups do not always take off without having experienced persons as mentors. Startups offer the facilities where a new entrepreneur can easily set up his or her operations. I'm a member of the board of IT Madras Research Park, which works along with IT Madras incubation cell to provide the support to the entrepreneurs and their new ventures. In a similar way, PhD STEP was started way back in 1998, and I'm sure we'll see many successful enterprises, including the much fancied unicorns coming out of this setup. Coimbatore has huge expertise in manufacturing and engineering industries, and this base will be leveraged in supporting incubation and accelerated environment. The ecosystem that has been created by PhD and some charities is the foundation for spurring these new age companies. I would now like to turn to major transformations taking place in most industries because of a variety of reasons, and the contributions that PhD institutions are expected to make will be significant. Climate change has introduced urgency in these transformation exercises. I'm in the board of I'm on automobile ancillary units, as has been mentioned earlier, which, along with OEMs, are addressing the issue of switchover from internal combustion engines to electric vehicles. And this is not a simple exercise. It requires innovation, financial resources, and speedy execution. I'm on the board of a Swedish company where we address the technological transformation required to address environmental challenges. ESG, meaning environment, sustainability, and governance, have become key concerns of every organization. The contribution that PhD institutions will continue to make in the development of environmentally conscious citizens and the technological innovations they will bring about to meet the challenges of climate change will play a significant role in the greening of India. I'll now turn to the unique business models for charities that India throws up, which are considered to be unique by the Westerners. My career was in the Tata Group, and I had only one employer throughout my career, Tata Consultancy Services, or TCS, as is generally known. TCS was started in 1968 as a division of Tata Sons and continued to be so as division until 2004, when TCS became a listed company. During this period of 36 years, all of us felt that we were largely working for Tata Trust, since they held the majority and substantial share in Tata Sons Limited. As we all know, Tata Trust is the charitable arm of the Tata Group. The fact that wealth created will go back to people was not something familiar to Western audiences. For a long time, the feeling was that the business of business is business, meaning that one should run an ethical and growing business, and the business should meet the needs only of shareholders, employees, and customers. When PIS announced its public issue or IPO as it's called, and we went on a global roadshow, I still recollect the feeling of amazement that I saw in representatives of the foreign institutional investors on being perceived as citizens of ownership structure of the Tata Group. When TCS made profits and distributed a portion of it to shareholders, a good part of it went to Tata Trust and consequently to charity. Actually, in the IPO, even a good part of the 50% sale of shares in the public issue of TCS in 2004 went to charitable trust of Tata. At that time, Financial Times of London wrote a story on this unique business model of the Tata Group, where the wealth created went back to the people. Coming from the Tata Group, I have often felt that the concept of giving has been ingrained in our business families. PSG and Sons Charities itself started as a new business model with a clearly carved out share of inherited ancestral property and then creating a self-sustaining foundation. Let me now turn to leadership and management, and more particularly, I'll touch on the management bandwidth of PSG and Sons Charities as it continues on its journey of creating institutions which are built to last. I would like to illustrate my point with my personal example and thereafter the example of Tata Trust before coming to PSG and Sons Charities. I am the Vice President of the Society for Rehabilitation of Crippled Children, called SRCC, in Mumbai. This was started in 1949 to provide care to polio-affected children. Over the years, SRCC had broadened its service to cater to children with special needs. About 8 years back, we felt the need to create a 200-bed super specialty children's hospital in South Mumbai, where we had land. We approached a prominent industrialist in Mumbai who willingly donated the funds to the creation of this hospital. The SRCC Children's Hospital provides tertiary care to children and functions very well, and it caters to all sections of the population. As I got involved in the construction and subsequent operation of the hospital, I understood the lasting nature of the charities and foundations. It is not just enough to create a building and start an operation. In the case of this hospital that I have been involved in, it's a question of ensuring that the institution on a daily basis meets the objectives with which it was created, namely to meet the needs of Children's Hospital in Mumbai, to ensure that it had the best resources and doctors, and importantly, to ensure that it caters to the needs of the economically weaker sections from any part of India. No child who needs treatment should be turned away due to financial issue. Since the start of SRCC in 1949, it had the right set of committed office bearers who ensured that the hospital fulfills a need. Similarly, when I look at the institutions created by the Tata Group, Tata Memorial Hospital, or Indian Institute of Science, or Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, the task did not end with giving money, but it continued with creating the necessary organizational strength to sustain these institutions, meet the goals with which they were started, remain relevant for the needs of various times, and be a superior undertaking. When I look at the institutions created by PSG and some charities, this is the common thread. The book, The Fifth Brother, details the performance of each institution. They are run like efficient organizations, meeting the well-defined metrics on operational performance. Each institution has to start new initiatives at various points in time so that the needs of the next generation are taken care of. The goal of each institution is suited to its segment, and in addition to meeting its specific objectives, it'll have to fit into the overall societal goals of PSG and some charities, which truly looks after a portfolio of different socially relevant institutions. At the same time, PSG and some charities have to make foray into newer needs and plan for new institutions. As I said, there are already 37 institutions, and in the last 20 years or so, one or more new institution is coming up every year. This calls for excellent management orientation, looking after the needs of finance, HR, market, customer, and of the society. PSG and Sons charities have demonstrated over nearly 100 years that these institutions are built to last. I have talked about my own small involvement in the hospital, where I realized that the success came because of institutionalization of the management processes. I've talked about the Tata Trusts, which have built and sustained institutions of great significance. PSG and Sons Charities continues to work on fulfilling the objectives set by the founders nearly 100 years back. And when I look at examples like these institutions across the length and breadth of India, I'm convinced that both giving and nurturing as concepts are very much ingrained in the Indian business community. This takes me to the next point and the manner in which we need to meet the human development needs of India. The institutions I've talked of, like the Tata Trusts and PSG and some charities have, over a long period, created their own structures and are focused on human development. These institutions have proved by their performance over a long period of time that they are the benchmarks for excellence in the institutions they create, nurture, and run. And the benefits of these institutions accrue to all sections of society. They are not catering only to the needs of the elite, but they equally serve the economically weaker sections. They do not provide differentiated services based on the ability to pay. These institutions provide the best infrastructure, best faculty, and best external connects, which all participants make use of, regardless of their status in society. Therefore, I feel that while the government will continue to be involved in the human development area, institutions like the PSG and some charities will have to continue to take a lot of load in the development of India. This is where there is continuous need for growth in existing institutions and in bringing about new institutions. This is where there is need for setting high excellence bar. I hope you have found my reflections in the last few minutes to be of interest. The work of the institutions developed by PSG and such charities is truly amazing. I would like to extend my best wishes to the managing trustee and the other trustees on this 96th foundation day. I would also like to congratulate the PSG Distinguished and Humanity Trust too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We are grateful for the time and effort you took to share your thoughts and experiences with us. We are also fortunate that we maintain a close association with TCS even now, since you initiated it in 1976. We also thank you for appreciating the efforts of PSG institutions in being a pioneer in starting several state-of-the-art and industry-relevant courses and paving the way for many other institutions to follow. Thank you, sir. The Distinguished Alumni Awards are being presented every year to PSG alumni in recognition of their achievements in their respective field of expertise. Let me quote from the work of the Greek philosopher Aristotle: "Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intentions, sincere effort, and intelligent execution." This is true of our distinguished alumni who have made exceptional contributions in their profession, which reflects positively on our institutions as well. May I request Shri N. Sashikumar, Headmaster of PSG Sarvajana Higher Secondary School, to introduce to the gathering the first awardee, Shri J. Ramanathan, Managing Director of Newman Group of Companies, Coimbatore.
Good evening. Good evening to all. Mr. J. Ramanathan, distinguished alumnus of PSG Sarvajana Higher Secondary School. He studied from 6th standard to 12th standard in our school. It is in the 1980 to 86 period. And after that, he started his business in 1990 with 2 employees. Now he is running the concern with 150 employees. PSG and Sons Charities, Coimbatore, Scroll of Honor, awarded to Sri J. Ramanathan, a distinguished alumnus of PSG Sarvajana Higher Secondary School, Managing Director, Newman Group of Companies, Coimbatore, a successful industrialist in the field of steel and wooden furniture for his expertise in manufacturing high-quality international design in furniture, inspiring the customers, and for his steady growth within a period of 2 decades. Awarded on the occasion of the 96th Founders Day, 25th January 2022. Managing Trustee on behalf of Board of Trustees.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. And we would like to hear a few words from Mr. J. Ramanathan in response to the award.
Thank you. ஞானத்திற்கும் பரமோனத்திற்கும் உயர் மானத்திற்கும் அன்னதானத்திற்கும் கானத்திற்கும் அமுதாக நிறைந்த கதைக்கும் தீரத்திற்கும் படை வீரத்திற்கும் நெஞ்சில் ஈரத்திற்கும் உபகாரத்திற்கும் வன்மைக்கும் உள்ள திண்மைக்கும் அதன் உண்மைக்கும் ஆக்கத்திற்கும் தொழில் ஆக்கத்திற்கும் நல் நோக்கத்திற்கும் சொந்தக்காரர்களே, எனக்கு சொந்தமானவர்களே, உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் என் இனிய மாலை வணக்கம். கீழமேட்டிலேயே நான் பிறந்து வளர்ந்து வீட்டுக்கு பக்கத்துல இருக்கிற பிஹெச்டி பேசிக் ஸ்கூல்லே ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் டு 6th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் பிஹெச்டி பேசிக் ஸ்கூல்ல படிச்சாலே எனக்கு சர்வஜனா ஸ்கூல்ல சீட் கிடைச்சது. 6th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் டு 12th வரைக்கும் பிஹெச்டி சர்வஜனா செகண்டரி ஸ்கூல். அங்க முடிச்சுட்டு 86 to 89ல பிஹெச்டி ஆர்ட்ஸ் பிஏ கார்ட்ஸ் பண்ணாங்க. பிஎஸ்சி இன்ஸ்டிடியூட் இல்லைன்னா என்ற மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு அந்த பேசிக் அடிப்படை கல்வி கிடைச்சிருக்கிறதே சந்தேகம் தான். ஏன்னா அந்த நிலைமைக்கு எல்லாமே ஃப்ரீ எஜுகேஷன் கிடைச்சது. இந்த நன்னாட்டில் பிஹெச்டி இன்ஸ்டிடியூட் நிறுவனத்தை ஆரம்பித்த பெரியவர்களுக்கும் பிஹெச்டி ஃபேமிலிக்கும் இன்று பிஹெச்டி ட்ரஸ்டிஸ் அவர்களுக்கும் நன்றின்னு ஒரு வார்த்தையில சொல்ல முடியாது. நான் இன்னைக்கு இருக்கிற இந்த நிலைமைக்கு என் வளர்ச்சிக்கும் பிஹெச்டி குழுமத்திற்கும் எனக்கு சொல்லிக் கொடுத்த ஆசிரியருக்கும் என் மனமார்ந்த நன்றியை சமர்ப்பிக்கின்றேன். இந்த விருதுக்கு என்னை பரிந்துரை செய்த என் ஸ்கூல் டீச்சர்ஸ், ஹெச்எம் அண்ட் செக்ரட்டரி சாருக்கு என் நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். இன்று என்னுடன் விருது பெறும் அனைவருக்கும் எனது வாழ்த்துக்களை பரிமாறிக் கொள்கிறேன். சர்வஜனா ஸ்கூல்ல பிளஸ் ஒன் பிளஸ் காமர்ஸ் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ல படிச்சேன், ஜேஎஸ்சி படிச்சேன். பிளஸ் ஒன் பிளஸ் அக்கௌண்ட்ஸ் எடுத்துட்டு எனக்கு அக்கௌண்ட்ஸ் அந்த சொல்லி கொடுத்து என்னோட கிளாஸ் டீச்சர் நாராயணன் சார் அவர் செக்ரட்டரியா இருக்காரு. ஸோ அங்க அக்கௌண்ட்ஸ் 197 எடுத்து பிஹெச்டி ஆர்ட்ஸ்ல படிக்க 86 to 89ல காலேஜ் பிஏ காசு முடிச்சுட்டு சின்னதா ஒரு ஃபர்னிச்சர் மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி எங்க அப்பா ஆரம்பிச்ச இண்டஸ்ட்ரி நான் மறுபடியும் அகைன் அதை ஆரம்பிச்சு இன்னைக்கு கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 150 எம்ப்ளாயிஸ்க்கு மேல எங்கூட வேலை செய்யறாங்க. எனக்கு ஸ்கூல்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா எனக்கு கல்வி மட்டும் அவங்க சொல்லி தரல, நல்ல ஒழுக்கமும் நல்ல பண்பையும் எனக்கு சொல்லிக் கொடுத்தாங்க, தன்னம்பிக்கையை வளர்த்தாங்க, பணிவை எனக்கு சொல்லிக் கொடுத்தாங்க. ஸோ என்னோட வளர்ச்சிக்கு அதுதான் முக்கிய காரணமாக இருக்க முடியும். நான் பிஹெச்டிக்கு என்னைக்குமே நன்றி கணப்படுறேன். ஏன்னா பிஹெச்டி இல்லைன்னா இந்த மாதிரி ஆளுகளை பண்ணிருக்கவே முடியாது. 86 இந்த காலேஜ் முடிச்சுட்டு ஃபர்னிச்சர் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி ஆரம்பிச்சு இன்னைக்கு வந்து எங்களோட மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் வந்து 3 யூனிட் மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் வச்சிருக்கோம். பிளஸ் ரீட்டைல் அவுட் கட்டிட்டு இருக்கோம். அது இன்டர்நேஷனல் பிராண்ட்ஸ் ஆஸ்டிக் ஃப்ரம் யூஎஸ், நட்டூசி ஃப்ரம் இட்டாலி, சாலியா ஃப்ரம் இட்டாலி அண்ட் கூகா ஃப்ரம் சைனா அண்ட் ஆஃபீஸ் மேட் இந்த மாதிரி பலதரப்பட்ட நிறுவனங்களோட தொடர்பு வைத்துக்கொண்டு அவங்களோட பிரான்சைசி எல்லாமே நான் வச்சிருக்கேன். என் வளர்ச்சிக்கு நான் மட்டுமே காரணம் சொல்ல முடியாது. என்னோட அப்பா அம்மா அவங்க குருவா இருந்து எனக்கு தொழில் சொல்லி கொடுத்தாங்க. அதுக்கு பின்னாடி என் உற்றார் உறவினர்கள், என் மனைவி, என் மகன்கள், இன்று என் மருமகள் உள்பட அனைவரும் இந்த தொழில வந்து ஒவ்வொரு டிவிஷனா எல்லாருமே பார்த்துருக்கிறாங்க. இன்று இந்த நன்னாளில் எனக்கு வாய்ப்பளித்த உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும், என்னுடன் படித்த சக மாணவர்களுக்கும் எல்லாருக்கும் நன்றி. பிஹெச்டிக்கு என் ட்ரஸ்டிக்கு என் மனமார்ந்த நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். நன்றி. தேங்க்யூ.
Again. May I request Principal, PSG College of Technology, PSG Polytechnic College, to introduce Sri V. Parthiban, Managing Director, Bull Machines Private Limited, Coimbatore, to the gathering.
Good evening to one and all present here. It's my pleasure to introduce Sri V. Parthiban, the distinguished alumnus of PSG Polytechnic College and Managing Director of Bull Machine Works. He completed his diploma in mechanical engineering from PSG Polytechnic College in 1987 and started his training in his family business, which was manufacturing components supplied to larger companies. His knowledge in the area of metallurgy, design and machining helped him to start his own industry, Bull Machine Works, in 1997 with a small fund and a very less gathering of members. He started Bull Agro Implements in 2002, and he also ventured into self-propelled compost turner vehicles in 2004. He was also helping the Coimbatore Municipal Corporation in solid waste management in 2004, and his industry has 14 patents to its credits. In 2011, he started the earth-moving vehicle manufacturing. And right now it is the third largest player in India, and they also do exports of this earth-moving equipments to 46 countries across the globe. Currently, he has about 1,100 employees in Bull Machine Works. Recently, he has ventured into electrical machine manufacture for farm equipments and software companies also. So those are the two new startups, and then he has received a number of awards. It's really a honor to read the Scroll of Honor. PSG and Sons Charities Coimbatore, Scroll of Honor awarded to Sri V. Parthiban, a distinguished alumnus of PSG Polytechnic College, Managing Director, Bull Machine Works Private Limited, Coimbatore. A successful industrialist, acquired business acumen from the nuance of foundry and machine shop, ventured into the business of manufacturing tractor attachment, rotary cultivator blade business, developed auto-loading containers for solid waste management, designed, developed and launched a fully built earth-moving vehicle, instrumental in designing and manufacturing self-propelled compost turner vehicles for his interest, and contribution in launching 2 new startups in manufacturing and software as a service, SAS. Awarded on the occasion of the 96th Founders Day, 25th January 2022, signed by Sri L. Gopalakrishnan, Managing Trustee, on behalf of the Board of Trustees.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. We would be delighted to hear a few words from you, Mr. Parthiban.
Good evening, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor to receive the award from PSG, which is considered as a temple in our family, and for my father, GRD is no less than a god. PSG brought in abundance of knowledge to Coimbatore, which got transformed into enormous wealth that compounded over time, impacting the whole world. The visionary founders of PSG are continuing to accomplish the purpose through the dynamic next generations. Bull was a startup in 1997 with 7 people. Today, we are innovation-driven earth-moving vehicle manufacturer with 1,100 people selling in 46 countries across the globe. All became possible due to the strong foundational learning that I was fortunate to get from PSG. I thank my aspirational grandfather, late Mr. Venkateswamy Naidu, my loving mother Monica, humane father Mr. A.B. Vardarajan, and my uncle, late Mr. A.V. Ranganathan, A.V. Ramaraj, and late Govindrajanna, who created an ecosystem where we thrive with values and knowledge. I thank my loving wife Priya, who unconditionally supported and cheered me up in all my initiatives, along with my curious, wonderful daughters Shivani and Darshi. I also would like to thank my brothers Senthil, Ponnudurai, cousins Radha, Saravanan, Mohan, and the extended family for contributing to my successful journey. I think for my success, I personally contributed only 5%, and 95% of my success happened due to the ecosystem, which includes loving family, wonderful friends, thought-provoking teachers, knowledge-infusing forum, guiding mentors, vendors, dealers, trusting customers, and most importantly, our passionate employees who contributed to my success. I thank each one of them. While we were children, my mother molded us in many ways. Once she also told us that you sons don't be like your father, who spends a lot of time with Kudishia and other social activities. You guys better focus on business. So many years passed after the success in business. I found that she is right, but also wrong. After seeing the value that my father created for the society, which is more admirable and will be remembered for ages. He always stated that but for PSG, he wouldn't have created the trade fair complexes or industrial estates. The PSG founder's vision has transformed into another big social wealth through my father. A quote profoundly impacted me, which stated that you live until you remembered. I repeat, you live until you remembered. Today we are remembering the founders of PSG who are living with us in some form in our minds. I thank many, but how can I thank PSG? 96 years back, one family with 4 brothers decided to part their wealth with 5 portions and gave a very, very strong meaning for their life by creating PSG and Sons Charities. What is the message the founders have sent for a person like me who got immensely benefited by their good deeds? After getting this award, I was reflecting on myself and I was looking for the message from the heaven. The message came, but with a question. When it was possible for the founders of PSG 96 years back to share 1/5 of their wealth, why can't it be possible for me today? As a proud son of ABV, I cannot script my thanks to PSG in words. I felt fitting tribute of thankfulness will be splitting 1/5 of my wealth to charity to create a small organization for infusing problem-solving skills and innovation skills to the students and budding entrepreneurs. The ever-inspiring PSG founders today made me commit myself to follow their footsteps of charity. Even if my initiative contributes in a small way, again the credit goes to PSG founders as their vision will be compounding in another form. I had many awards, but this is very, very special. I felt like taking from my mother with loads of love. I gratefully accepting this honor. Love you, PSG. Thank you.
Your philosophy on perseverance and viewing failures as learning opportunities to improve yourself and society is indeed inspiring. Thank you. May I now request Dr. D. Brinda, Principal, PSG College of Arts and Science, to introduce to the gathering Mrs. Vanathi Srinivasan, Senior Advocate of the High Court of Chennai and member of the Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly.
A warm and pleasant good evening to all. PSG College of Arts and Science had a journey of 70 years dotted with many milestones of success and glory and is celebrating its platinum jubilee this year. In our endeavor to take the institution to greater heights, we look up to our mighty alumni. It is indeed my great pleasure to introduce the distinguished alumni, Mrs. Vanathi Srinivasan, whose interest in chemistry energized her to pursue her undergraduation in PSG College of Arts and Science in the year 1987 to 1990. We feel proud of his successful individual, Mrs. Vanati Srinivasan, who hails from Tondamuthur block in Coimbatore. As a student, she showed exemplary brilliance in her studies at Tondamuthur Higher Secondary School and emerged as a topper to her school. She excelled in her academics and was the best student of the class. Her aspiration to become a dignified, self-employed individual set her own path of becoming a lawyer. She graduated from Dr. Ambedkar Government Law College, Chennai in the year 1993 and earned her Master in Laws from University of Madras in 1995. Even as a student, she played a key role in organizing a state-level law student convention for the betterment of law education in Tamil Nadu. Her wide knowledge as a lawyer and her skill in articulating her legal thoughts to words in the most astute manner helped her win many legal battles. She also served as a standing counsel for the Government of India and for the Southern Railway from 2002 to 2004. Though she gradually stepped into active politics, she has been maintaining the balance between her career as a lawyer and as a politician. She has been an active member of BJP since 1993 and has devoted her whole spirit and mind to the growth of the party in Tamil Nadu. Her commitment to her party earned her various accolades. To name a few, State General Secretary of BJP, Vice President of BJP of Tamil Nadu State and National President of BJP, Mahila Moriha in 2020. Her ardent focus towards the welfare of underprivileged, especially the impoverished women, won the Coimbatore South constituency as an MLA in the year 2021. Her active participation in nation building made her the darling of Coimbatorians. Her commitment to women empowerment is commendable. It's my pleasure to read this scroll of honor awarded to Srimati Vanati Srinivasan, a distinguished alumnus of PSG College of Arts and Science, senior advocate, High Court, Chennai, and member of Legislative Assembly representing Coimbatore constituency, for serving as an advocate of High Court, Chennai, standing counsel for Southern Railway and Union Government, for being honored as Best Women Advocate, board member of Central Board of Film Certification, and for active involvement in the women empowerment. Awarded on the occasion of the 96th Founders Day, 25th January 2022, signed by Managing Trustee on behalf of Board of Trustees.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we would like to hear a few words from Mrs. Vanati Srinivasan.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். பிஜியினுடைய மிகப்பெரிய ஒரு குடும்பத்திலே இணைந்திருக்கக்கூடிய லட்சக்கணக்கான நபர்களில் இன்று பிஜி காஸ்னுடைய ஒரு டிஸ்டிங்விஷ்ட் அலுமினஸ் அவார்டுக்காக என்னை தேர்ந்தெடுத்த பிஜி குழுமத்திற்கும் கல்லூரியினுடைய முதல்வர் திருமதி பிருந்தா அவர்களுக்கும் இந்த நிகழ்வில் இணைந்து கொண்டிருக்கக்கூடிய ஒவ்வொருவருக்கும் சிறப்பு விருந்தினருக்கும் என்னுடைய பணிவான வணக்கங்களை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். தமிழ்நாட்டினுடைய குறிப்பாக மேற்கு தமிழ்நாட்டினுடைய வளர்ச்சி, தொழில் வளர்ச்சி இன்று பெரிதாக பேசப்படுகிறது. இங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய எஜுகேஷன் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் மெம்பர்ஸோ இல்ல ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ஸ், இன்ஃப்ராஸ்ட்ரக்சர் எல்லாவற்றிற்கும் மேலாக சிறு குறு தொழில் நிறுவனங்களுடைய வளர்ச்சி, இவையெல்லாம் ஒட்டுமொத்தமாக பார்க்கின்ற பொழுது வெஸ்டர்ன் தமிழ்நாடு ஒரு பெரிய ஒரு குரோத் பாத்துல போயிட்டு இருக்கிறதுக்கு அடிப்படை ஆரம்ப காரணமாக இருந்தது அப்படின்னா அது பிஜி சேரிட்டிஸ் அப்படிங்கறதுல எனக்கு அசைக்க முடியாத எண்ணம் உண்டு. இதை நான் பல்வேறு மேடைகளிலும் பகிர்ந்திருக்கிறேன். பிஜி இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷனோட ஸ்பெஷாலிட்டியே அதனுடைய ஆரம்பம் தர்ம சிந்தனை அப்படிங்கிறது ஒவ்வொரு மனுஷனுக்கும் இந்த நாட்டுல தங்கள் வாழ்வில் கடைபிடிக்க வேண்டிய உயர்ந்த தர்மமா பாக்குறது. அந்த மரபிலே இன்னைக்கு நிறைய நம்ம வார்த்தைகளை பாக்குறோம், கார்பரேட் சோசியல் ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி, கிவிங் பேக் டு த சொசைட்டி. ஆனால் இதையெல்லாம் 96 வருடங்களுக்கு முன்பாக இந்த நிறுவனத்தை தோற்றுவித்த ஒரு தர்ம சிந்தனையாளருக்கு அந்த மனதிலே உருவாக்கி இருப்பது அப்படிங்கிறது தான் இன்று நாம் பெருமைப்படத்தக்க ஒரு விஷயமாக நான் பார்க்கிறேன். அந்த பிஹெச்டி இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் இன்னைக்கு 29 நிறுவனங்களாக வளர்ந்து நின்று ஒவ்வொருவருக்கும் என்னென்னவெல்லாம் அவர்களுக்கு திறமையை மேம்படுத்துவதற்கு அடிப்படை கல்வி கொடுப்பதிலிருந்து ஆரம்பித்து எல்லா துறைகளிலேயும் இந்த நிறுவனம் தன்னுடைய தர்ம எண்ணத்தோடு அறம் சார்ந்து இயங்கிக் கொண்டிருப்பது நம் இணைந்திருக்கக்கூடிய அத்தனை பேருக்கும் இது ஒரு பெருமையான நிகழ்வாக நான் பார்க்கிறேன். அந்த வகையில் ஒரு சாதாரண விவசாய குடும்ப பின்னணியிலிருந்து கிராமப்புறத்திலிருந்து வந்த எனக்கு என்னுடைய மதிப்பெண்களை கொண்டு மட்டுமே நிறுவனத்தில் இணைத்து கொண்டு பிஹெச்டி காஸ்ட்ல அந்த லைப்ரரி என்னை ஒரு ஒரு உலக அறிவிற்கு ஒரு வாசலை திறந்து விட்டது அந்த மிகப்பெரிய லைப்ரரி. அங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய ஆசிரியர்கள் ஒரு ஒழுக்கத்தை கற்பித்தார்கள், கல்வியினுடைய வேல்யூவை சொல்லி கொடுத்தாங்க. இந்த மாதிரி ஒவ்வொரு நிலையிலேயும் இன்று ஏதாவது ஒரு சிறப்பியல்கள் என்னுடைய வாழ்வில் எனக்கு கிடைத்திருக்கிறது என்றால் அது பிஹெச்டி இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் வாயிலாக கிடைத்திருக்கிறது என்பதில் நான் பெருமைப்படுகிறேன். இந்த அவார்டு கொடுக்கும்போது எனக்கு இதற்கு முன்பாக இன்டர்நேஷனல் விமென்ஸ் டே அப்பவும் இதே மாதிரி ஒரு அவார்டு ஒண்ணு கொடுத்திருந்தாங்க. இப்போ இந்த மாதிரி இன்னொரு முறை விருது பெறுவது, அதுவும் கோவையினுடைய இந்த பெருமை மிகு கோவையினுடைய மக்கள் பிரதிநிதி ஆனதற்கு பின்பாக இந்த கல்வி நிறுவனம் என்னை ஒரு சிறந்த மாணவியாக அங்கீகாரம் செய்திருக்கிறது என்பது மிகுந்த ஒரு சந்தோஷத்தை கொடுக்கிறது. வழக்கமாக ஒவ்வொரு துறையிலேயும் சிறந்த நபர்களை தேர்ந்தெடுத்து அவர்களை அங்கீகாரப்படுத்துகின்ற பொழுது இந்த அரசியல் இருக்கிறவங்க கிட்ட மட்டும் வரும்போது ரொம்ப கொஞ்சம் பயமா காட்டுவாங்க. அரசியல் இருக்கீங்க, என்ன மாதிரி சொல்லுவாங்கன்னு தெரியாது, எங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது கலர் வந்துருமா அப்படின்னு எல்லாம் கூட நிறைய பேர் பயப்படுவாங்க. ஆனால் பிஹெச்டி இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் எந்த கலரை பத்தியும் கவலைப்படாம எங்களுக்கு மக்களுக்கு உண்மையாகவே பிஹெச்டியினுடைய லெகசியை எடுத்துட்டு போற ஆள் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி என்னை அங்கீகாரம் செய்திருப்பது எனக்கு பெருமை என்பதற்கு மேலாக இன்னும் கூட I am feeling the responsibility. வழக்கமாக I feel that my family should be respected. என்னோட பார்ட்டி உலகத்திலேயே ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய ஒரு டெமோக்ராட்டிக் பார்ட்டியோட ஒரு ரெப்ரஸன்டேட்டிவ் எம்எல்ஏ, அந்த பார்ட்டிக்கு ஒரு நல்ல பேர் கொண்டு வரணும் அப்படின்னு யோசிக்கும் போது இப்ப கூட அடிஷ்னலா பிஹெச்டி இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷனோட அந்த பெருமையும் நான் எடுத்து செல்ல வேண்டும் என்கின்ற உத்வேகத்தை, அந்த பொறுப்புணர்வை இந்த அவார்டு ஏற்படுத்தி இருப்பதாக நினைக்கிறேன். இந்த மேனேஜிங் ட்ரஸ்டி திரு கோபாலகிருஷ்ணன் அவர்களுக்கும் இந்த குடும்பத்தில் இருக்கக்கூடியது வசுதைவக குடும்பம்னு நம்ம நாட்டுல சொல்லுவோம். உலகமே குடும்பமாக பார்க்கக்கூடியது நம்முடைய கலாச்சாரம். அந்த வகையில் பிஹெச்டியில வச்சிட்டு இருக்கிறவங்க, வேலை செய்யறவங்க எல்லாரும் சேர்ந்து ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய குடும்பமாக தன்னை இணைத்து கொண்டு செல்கின்ற இந்த குடும்பத்தில் இணைந்திருக்கின்ற ஒவ்வொருவருக்கும் என்னுடைய மனப்பூர்வமான வணக்கங்களையும் நன்றிகளையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்வதில் சந்தோஷப்படுகிறேன். நன்றி.
Thank you, ma'am. We look forward to your work among people as to how it will be positively transformed for the betterment of society. Thank you once again. May I now request Dr. K. Prakashan, Principal, PhD College of Technology, to introduce the next distinguished alumni, Dr. Sudarshanam Suresh Babu, Professor at the University of Tennessee, USA.
A very good evening to one and all present here. I am very happy to introduce the distinguished alumnus of PhD College of Technology on this great function, Professor Sudarshanam Suresh Babu. He obtained his bachelor's degree in metallurgical engineering from PhD College of Technology and continued his academic pursuit with masters in industrial welding metallurgy, materials joining from IIT Madras, and PhD from University of Cambridge in the year 1992. An illustrious scientist, worked in many of the well-known international laboratories on metallurgy. He was the director of NSF UCRC Center for Integrative Materials Joining Science for Energy Applications in collaboration with Colorado School of Mines. Suresh was also appointed as the director of Redson Center for Interdisciplinary Research and Education for Energy and Data Science and Engineering, one of the relevant topics on Sustainable Development Goals. In 2020, Suresh was appointed to the National Science Board by the President of the United States of America for a 6-year term. So we are very proud of you, sir. Now I'm happy to read the scroll of honor. PSG and Sons Charities, Coimbatore, scroll of honor awarded to Dr. Sudarshanam Suresh Babu, a distinguished alumnus of PSG College of Technology, professor and UT ORNL Governor's Chair of Advanced Manufacturing, Department of Mechanical, Aerospace and Biomedical Engineering, University of Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee, USA, for his distinguished academic and research accomplishments, which have won him wide recognition and awards internationally for joint appointment within Manufacturing Sciences Division and in the Advanced Manufacturing Program at Oak Ridge National Laboratory, in recognition of his appointment in National Science Board by the President of the United States of America for a period of 6 years, awarded on the occasion of the 96th Founders Day, 25th January 2022, signed by Managing Trustee on behalf of Board of Trustees.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Dr. Sudarshan Suresh Babu, we would like to hear a few words from you.
Very much. Vanakkam and Nandri. So it's an emotional day for me. So I still remember 1982 walking into PSG Tech. And that time my mom used to say a statement that is Mata, Pita, Guru, Daivam. So she said that you're going to be benefiting from all the gurus who are in the PSG Tech. And also my thanks goes to the principal and the head of the Department of the Metallurgy and also the PSG Chan's trustees also. If we didn't develop that foundational platform for all the students like me to walk into that and learn technology and also be inspired, and I wouldn't be here. So thank you to all of them. So I'd like to kind of start with a little bit about the trajectory, what we have taken, I've taken also. I still remember when I went to PSG Tech, like out the metallurgy plays a big role, manufacturing plays a big role, spending time in the Neelamber foundry and also learning how to do machining in the PSG Tech, the sandwich course over there, how students were teaching me. So my co-students also played a big role also. Even though I'm receiving this award, I give credit to all those my colleagues who were part of me during 1982-86, students who played a big role also. And I still remember many of my professors who played a big role in one of the things I like to give that message to students who are listening is also, I still remember Dr. N.K. Srinivasan, who was the department head. He always said that, please don't memorize all the things, learn, dig deeper and dig deeper. So, and that actually played a role in where I am right now. And also, I still remember that when I was walking into 1982, how the PSG Tech has been playing a big role in developing industries around too. And that is the innovation and technology. Our esteemed guest speaker talked about it also. And what all of them is behind the scenes, including technology, engineering, science, is what is there is called the human development. And there is a concept called pay it forward. So if you can make a difference to one person and that person will make a difference to 3 more people, and you all have done it. And so in that, with that closing remark, I still have the book, The Fifth Brother. So I want to consider the PSD family to consider me as your brother, and please lean on me however way I can help for the future of our students in the PSD Tech and also the other institutions. And also my prizes goes to the co-awardees here. I haven't made so much difference like all of you. I've been reading about your resume. Thank you very much. And with that, Nandri, Vanakkam.
Thank you so much. It is with great pride that we at PSG recognizes you as a distinguished alumnus, and we wish you all success on all your future academic and career endeavors. May I request Dr. T.G. Vijaya, Director, PSG Institute of Management, to introduce Mr. Renji Cherian to the gathering. He is the President and Managing Partner of DDB Mudra India, Bangalore.
Good evening. PSG Institute of Management is delighted to introduce their Distinguished Alumni Award recipient, Mr. Ranji J. Cherian, from the graduating MBA batch of 1988. Ranji is a veteran admin and has served the industry now for over 25 plus years. Presently, he is the President and Managing Partner of DDB Mudra and a member of the Group Operating Board. Ranjit was the stewardship of several blue chip companies like Infosys, ITC Foods, TTK Prestige, Xiaomi, several universities, and interestingly, even the Income Tax Department of India. In the past decade, he has witnessed dramatic changes in turbulence in the creative agency business. His approach to leadership is refreshing. He is a strong believer in the role of service leadership. Prior to joining DDB Mudra Group, Ranji enjoyed a 15-year stint with JWT, where he was instrumental in launching the Ford Fiesta in India. This launch program was nominated as one among the 3 best integrated communication programs across the WPP network worldwide. Ranji says that this was an epiphanic moment for him. Ranji decided to pursue a botany degree from PSG College of Arts and Science after completing his schooling in Kotagiri. Rumor has it that he discovered his budding and flowering skills of creativity and communication amongst the plants and flowers he was dissecting, and fortunately for us, for him, and for the industry, he joined the MBA program from which his journey into advertising began. He cut his teeth initially at Artig Advertising, a subsidiary of Ogilvy, and moved on to JWT Chennai, where he rose to become a vice president and client services director. DDB Mudra beckoned him to Bangalore in 2007, where he continues. In 2018-19, he successfully completed INSEAD strategy program and is a graduate of Omnicom University's Harvard-led advanced management program. Ranji is an avid traveler and wildlife enthusiast and enjoys capturing animals digitally and says this is his recharge mode. He is also delighted to tell us that there is an active WhatsApp group of his batchmates who are probably logged in to facilitate him and celebrate his success. Hearty congratulations, Mr. Ranji Cherian. It's my pleasure now to read the Scroll of Honor. PSG and Sons Charities, Coimbatore, Scroll of Honor awarded to Mr. Ranji Cherian, a distinguished alumnus of PSG Institute of Management, President and Managing Partner, DDB Mudra India, Bangalore, for building and sustaining a strong people culture, service profit chain, service leadership, empowering people, turnaround strategies for creating and implementing effective integrated marketing, for his enthusiasm and interest in nature and wildlife. Awarded on the occasion of the 96th Founders Day, 25th January 2022, signed by the Managing Trustee on behalf of the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we invite Mr. Ranji to share his thoughts on the award.
Thank you, Dr. Vijaya. Good evening, everyone. I am deeply honored and humbled to receive this award and this recognition. It means a lot to me as I look back at my own career. I want to first congratulate the other recipients. It's an honor to be in the company of high flyers like all of you. Looking at my own career, it has been a commitment of a lifetime. Of change, of challenge, and of opportunities. And I want to thank God Almighty for sustaining me through all these years, almost 30 years. I want to thank my beloved institution, PSG. It was PSG Tech. My teachers, my professors, my classmates, some of them who are attending this event. The institution really shaped my future. I still remember I was never meant to join or be part of a creative world at all. My calling to pursue a career in creativity actually was born when I was in PSG Tech. Before that, like Dr. Vijaya said, I was learning botany. I had got my job at Tata Tea. I was all set to join and go to an estate in Munnar. But as destiny would have it, my father sat me down and really advised me the meaning of life. And somewhere I changed directions, and it was good. And therefore, I'm deeply embedded to the institution. I'm very, very grateful to the institution, to my classmates as well. And I'm very, very thankful and grateful to my beloved wife who partnered me through these many years, counseled me, and walked every step with me. So very, very grateful. Thank you, everyone, and happy Founders Day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We are proud of your remarkable achievement, and we hope that you can accomplish many more of your dreams with faith and perseverance. May I now request Dr. T.M. Subbarao, Principal, PSG Institute of Medical Science and Research, to introduce Dr. Satyan Parthasarathy, Director of Satyan Eye Care Hospital, Coimbatore.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I deem it an honor and a privilege to be introducing Dr. Satyan Parthasarathy. Dr. Satyan is an alumnus of PSG Institute of Medical Sciences and Research and belongs to the class of 1987. After his graduation in 1993, he furthered his academic pursuits at the Aravind Eye Hospital, where he did his diploma in ophthalmology, followed by the diplomate in National Board in Ophthalmology. Dr. Satyan soon realized that there was an ocean of narrowing down within the miniature yet vital organ of our body, the human eye. He decided to subspecialize and chose glaucoma. He received advanced training at Bascom Palmer Eye Institute, Miami, Florida in 2003, and at the Johns Hopkins Wilmer Eye Institute, Baltimore, Washington. After completing his training in advanced module of NIHA Healthcare Leadership Program at the National University of Singapore, he served as the professor at Aravind Eye Hospital. The most common cause for preventable blindness in India is cataract. Encouraged by huge finance endowments from the government and the NGOs, this blindness due to cataract is becoming less common due to the innumerable camps and cataract surgeries. Glaucoma, a group of eye diseases, can cause visual loss and blindness by damaging the optic nerve. Unless detected and treated early, it unfortunately results in permanent blindness, unlike cataract. Realizing that it is easier to manage glaucoma at an earlier stage when detected early, Dr. Satyan embarked on a preventive journey. He is visible on many public events, health camps, print and electronic media. Dr. Satyan served as Chief of Glaucoma Services at Aravind Eye Hospitals, Coimbatore. He is a consultant and advisor for many national and international universities, and is currently the director of Satyan Eye Care Hospital and Coimbatore Glaucoma Foundation. He was the past president and secretary of the Coimbatore Society of Ophthalmic Surgeons. He has performed more than 20,000 advanced glaucoma surgeries, and if it combined with cataract and other procedures, the number is a staggering 80,000. He is a sought-after speaker and has presided over many national and international scientific seminars, has more than 20 publications, and has been the ex-chairman of Human Ethics Committee of the PSG IMSR. Hearty congratulations, Dr. Satyan. May I now read the Scroll of Honor. PSG and Sons Charities Coimbatore Scroll of Honor is awarded to Dr. Satyan Parthasarathy, a distinguished alumnus of PSG Institute of Medical Sciences and Research, Director, Satyan Eye Care Hospital and Coimbatore Glaucoma Foundation, Coimbatore, for his widely appreciated contributions in the field of ophthalmology, for having undergone advanced training in renowned international institutes, for having held several responsible positions, for having performed more than 80,000 cataract, glaucoma and other surgeries, both nationally and internationally, for outstanding research work in conducting public awareness programs on glaucoma, and for being the recipient of several special academic honors. Awarded on the occasion of the 96th Founders Day, 25th January 2022, signed by Managing Trustee on behalf of the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, sir. We would be delighted to hear a few words from you, Dr. Satyan.
Thank you. Respected Managing Trustee, Trustees, Chief Guest of the Day, heads of all 7 PhD institutions, awardees, alumni guests, other dignitaries, and everyone present here for today's function. I wish you all a very good evening. I am deeply honored and grateful to have been chosen for the Distinguished Alumni Award from PhD institutions, the 96th Founders Day celebration. When the call had come from the principal's office, it was a pleasant surprise. I had to call him again with a genuine disbelief, and when he reassured me, my happiness was beyond containment. A great institution builds not only the people, but also the nation, which PhD institutions are doing today. It develops its pupils by providing them many possible inputs, and one such leading institute in our country today is our own PhD institutions. Since its establishment in the year 1985, I'm talking about the PhD Institute of Medical Sciences and Research, has given birth to many world-class doctors for the society, and today it is one of the well-recognized premier medical institutes in our country. As an alumni, I can proudly say that I am part of this wonderland. I am really touched and also grounded in receiving this prestigious award from PhD institutions Founders Day celebration. I would like to take a moment to thank the key people who initiated my career, our former managing trustee, late Sri G. Vadaraj, MP, my beloved uncles, late Sri Venkat Rangappan, former chairman of LMW, late Sri Gopal Swami, Super Sales Agencies, and late Sri A.B. Jayabalakrishnan, Dr. A.B. Jayabalakrishnan, who all played a crucial role for making me the person I am today. Also, I would like to thank my mentors, colleagues, well-wishers, friends, and of course, my family members. Some milestones have been achieved in the blinding disease, otherwise called as the silent thief of vision, the glaucoma. And many more are yet to come. This award gives me the encouragement to achieve a lot more in this blinding disease in the years to come. My humble thanks to everyone, present and past, who have stood alongside me in making my dreams come true. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Dr. Satyan. We really appreciate your efforts in bringing the joy of vision to several people around us. May I now request Dr. A. Jayasudha, Principal, PhD College of Nursing, to introduce the next awardee, Dr. M. Nandini, Professor and Vice Principal of Ashwini College of Nursing, Thrissur.
Respected dignitaries, heads of institutions, awardees, faculty, students, and alumni, a pleasant evening to one and all. PhD College of Nursing is delighted to announce the prestigious Distinguished Award to Professor Dr. Nandini M. She has been graduated in the year 2000 with the Silver Medal for first rank in the university examination of her third year BSc Nursing. She has completed her Masters in Nursing in Child Health Nursing from KMCH College of Nursing, Coimbatore. She has pursued her PhD in Rehabilitation Nursing from School of Behavioral Sciences, Mahatma Gandhi University, Kottayam. She had her special interest led her to obtain courses in childhood disability management and community-based rehabilitation. Her area of research had been focusing on children with oral facial clefts. She is a recipient of Cleft Children International Scholarship in 2012, Switzerland, during her PhD. Institute of Scholarship Research Excellence Award in 2020, India. With 2 decades of professional experience in nursing, she has published 40 original research papers in national and international index journals with Google Scholar H Index I and Citation 9. She has scaled up from the critical care nurse at cardiothoracic unit to the professor cum vice principal in Aswin College of Nursing, Thrissur, Kerala. She has served as a board of members in the UG and PG program under the University of Kerala from 2018 to 2021, and doctoral committee member under Kerala University of Health Sciences, Thrissur, Nitya University, Mangalore, for UG and PG program. She's been examiner, evaluator, and chairman for many of the programs. Her expertise reveals that she had been involved in reviewing the books and presented research papers. Her contribution to the alma mater is enormous. Herself and her husband had instituted Sri Venkateshwara Best Research Award in 2006, and both of them had consented to share their knowledge in the form of guest lectures to our alumni. We are happy to announce Professor Dr. Nandini for this award. I wish you all the best. It's my pleasure to read the Scroll of Honor. PhD and Science Charities, Coimbatore, Scroll of Honor, awarded to Dr. M. Nandini, a distinguished alumnus of PhD College of Nursing, Professor and Vice Principal, Ashwini College of Nursing, Thrissur, an accomplished educator and clinician with special interest in child health nursing for her academic and research accomplishment, for publishing research papers in national and international journals, and for continuously keeping abreast of knowledge and for contribution to promote alumni activities. Awarded on the occasion of the 96th Founders Day, 25th January 2022. Signed by Managing Trustee on behalf of Board of Trustees. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Jayasudha. It would be nice to hear a few words from you, Dr. Nandini.
Yeah, good evening, all. The most respectful Sri L. Gopalakrishnan, Managing Trustee, PSG and Sons Charities. Today's chief guest is Sri S. Mahalingam, my fellow PSG Distinguished Alumni 2022 awardees, all principal dignitaries, especially my principal, Dr. A. Jayasudha, and all other attendees of 96th Founders Day celebration. Good evening to all. At the outset, I am indeed thankful for recognizing me as an distinguished alumnus of PSG College of Nursing. It's my lifetime honor and recognition by my alma mater. I am now and always proud of the great alumni of PSG institution. Finding the right path to success at the right time is really very important. For that, I had chosen PSG institution 26 years back for pursuing my graduation in nursing in 1995. I am indeed thankful to my parents for choosing PSG College of Nursing as my destiny for laying the foundation stone for my professional life. Time flows like an arrow. The days I spent at PSG College of Nursing were exactly like this proverb. It has been 21 years since I left from PSG College of Nursing. About PSG institutions, it is much beyond just an institution. It actually denotes a culture of excellence and empowerment. Life at PSG College of Nursing is an invigorating experience that paves the way for wholesome development of my personality. The support of the principal and faculty members not only helped me to overcome the flaws for being a good human being, but also helped me to develop as a challenging professional. Especially to note the special mentors of my professors, especially Madam Sarojam, then Professor Shirley Prakash, Professor Dr. Leda Venkadeshan, and Dr. A.J. Sudha ma'am. So all these mentors has molded me in such a way that I could able to stand strongly in my professional life, where I could develop my career development. I strongly believe myself and all my classmates of 1995 batch left PSG with strong feelings about the college and a sense that we have formed a unique identity. This is a glorious moment for me and my husband, Professor Senthil Kumar T, who is the principal of Luth College of Nursing, Kannur, and who is also an alumnus of PSG. This momentum brings me a nostalgia of my college days, which are unforgettable, and in fact, those days are the happiest and fruitful days in my life. Actually, I belong to the second batch of College of Nursing, where all the teaching and learning experience and all the experiences what I gained from PSG institution, I'm able to reproduce to my own students in my teaching experience. I proudly feel that I cherished every moment of college life. What I am today, and if I record any achievements in my life, it ultimately goes to the credit of PSG institution. Connecting to one's alma mater is always a great feeling, and the college shares this sentiment, and it is elated when it gets to know about the various achievements of each alumni. In line with that, Alumni Virtual Voices organized by PSG College of Nursing under the able leadership of Dr. Jaisudha ma'am is commendable and connects each of us during this pandemic time. I'm also extremely happy to share this moment along with other distinguished PSG alumni from various disciplines. I never thought of this kind of moment in my life, but it gives me a sense of responsibility to achieve much more in the coming days ahead. I am sure that I will always keep the name and fame of my alma mater. Once again, myself and on behalf of my family, my parents, my husband, and my two loving kids, Abhiram and Sriram, would be thankful to PSG and Sons Charities for honoring me as a distinguished alumnus of PSG College of Nursing for the year 2022. I also extend a bouquet of warm wishes to the 96th Founders Day celebrations and my earnest prayer that the PSG could able to reach to the next laurels in the coming years as well. Thank you all once again. Thank you for this honorable award, and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nandini. We appreciate the continuous support you extend to your alma mater, and we wish that you do great things with dedication and positivity. Congratulations to all the awardees. Listening to all of you has reinforced our belief that you are the most deserving for the award. Having come to the end of our Founders Day celebrations, may I call upon Mr. N.C. Nandagopalan, Secretary, PSG Schools, to propose a vote of thanks.
Sri Ramajayam, Srimate Ramanujaya Nama. Thus begins the trust deed of PSG and Sons Charities, whose 96th Founders Day is being celebrated today. I would like to offer my good wishes, compliments, and above all, most importantly, my humble pranams to all those on this happy occasion. Distinguished Chief Guest of the Day, Mr. S. Mahalingam, respected President of the meeting, the Managing Trustee of PSG and Sons Charities, Sri L. Gopalakrishnan, most respected Chairman, honorable trustees, philanthropic-minded members of the PSG family, invitees, guests, these heads of 7 institutions who are adorning the dais, the 7 illustrious alumni who received the Distinguished Alumni Award, the other members of the PSG institutions, deans, departmental heads, the members of the dignified members of the teaching fraternity, the members of the faithful non-teaching staff, students, alumni, ladies and gentlemen, and above all, well-wishers of PSG. Dr. S. Mahalingam, who was associating himself with TCS for 42 long years, must have acquired some charisma from Ratan Tata. That was quite evident from his talk for nearly 25 minutes. He recounted the history of PSG and Sons Charities. Because of his great efforts, India has become one of the largest recipients of foreign exchange. From a humble beginning, when IT revolution started, it has taken giant strides. Now Indian boys and girls are the most sought after commodity throughout the world due to their persistent efforts. He was a great personality. We are very grateful to him. We are very thankful to him for his foresight and wonderful speech. Brevity is the soul of wit. Our managing trustee is a man of few words. He talks less and works more. We are greatly indebted to you, sir, for reflecting the growth and development of PSG and Sons Charities over the last 9.5 decades. You also mentioned about the values that PSG stands for. We will take those values to the maximum possible extent during our careers here, sir. The 7 heads of institutions adorning the dais need commendation for recommending worthy candidates for the conferment of the glorious award. Thank you very much, my dear heads of 7 institutions. Hats off to the 7 illustrious stars of the day, the recipients of the Distinguished Award winners, like Navaratnas of Chandragupta Maurya's court, like Ashtadik Gajas of Krishnadevaraya's court. You have made PSG proud. We are proud of you. You cannot lengthen your lives, but you have broadened your lives and deepened your lives by your words and deeds. You are like the 7 days of the week. You are like the 7 tongues of the sacred Yaga fire. You are like Sabda Swaras of the Carnatic music. Sari Gama Padanisa. Your selection is Sari by the 7 heads here. Your reaction to getting your awards, the talk was Gama Gama Gaman. Padamana Atkalata Terndatirkan. You are all round plugs into round holes and square plugs into square holes. You have done PSG proud. Let your good work continue. I would like to quote Rabindranath Tagore's lines from Gitanjali. Let tireless striving stretch its arms towards perfection. Perfection is not a destination, it is a journey. You are doing a wonderful job in your respective domains. Let your good job continue to shine in the years to come. Rest not till the good is better and the better is best. I would like to mention each and every one of you here. More things are wrought by prayer than this world dreams of. When prayers go up, blessings come down. We thank Shreya for rendering a wonderful prayer song. Definitely, our prayer song will bring more blessings to PSG and Sons Charities. We thank Dr. Subbarao, the incumbent principal of PSG IM, S and R for his maiden welcome address. Maiden welcome address. It was a great talk. We are very proud of you, sir. We are very thankful to you. We have thanked the managing trustee, the chief guest of the day, and the great personality who delivered the welcome address. The recipients, in their acceptance speeches, recounted their experiences in their respective alma maters. Mr. J. Ramanathan, the opening batsman of the 96th ODI, is running Newman's Industries. He mentioned about self-confidence and discipline. And he mentioned one thing which I would like to share again. He said that he is not employing 150 persons. He said that he is working with 150 persons. That belongingness of J. Ramanathan made him a successful entrepreneur, a good son to a good father indeed. Next one, Mr. V. Parthivan. He is a bull in his bull machine works. He had his stint in PSG Polytechnic College. I was amazed to know that he is exporting missionaries to nearly 46 nations. I would like to tell at this juncture that India is the highest recipient of foreign exchange remittance. India gets billions and billions of US dollars every year. That is one of the reasons why India is prosperous. It is because of great stalwarts and entrepreneurs developed by PSG and Sons Charities in its different institutions. Coming to Dr. Sudarshanam Suresh Babu, he mentioned about Mata, Pita, Guru and Devam. That thought itself has taken him to greater heights. He was told by his professors that he should not memorize things, but he should understand things. That is the second step: skill, knowledge, understanding, application, analysis, synthesis and evaluation. Unless understanding is there, you cannot go to the other steps. He had a deep understanding during his studies here. We are very proud of Vanadi Srinivasan. When I was the secretary of PSG College of Arts and Science between 2011 and 2016, she paid a visit there and interacted with the students. She is a charismatic leader. She has a long way to go. We offer our felicitations to her too. Coming back to Ranjit Cherian, he was an alumnus of PSG College of Arts and Science and PSG Institute of IM. See, he had a course correction in PSG IM. I heard from several students that they had a course correction in PSG. They pursued some paths, but they changed their course during their stay in PSG. That is a wonderful aspect of our institution, which we have to carry to further heights. Coming back to Dr. Satyan Parthasarathi, he is a son of the soil. Son of the soil. I am very happy to learn that he is concentrating on preventive care. Prevention is better than cure. I was amazed to learn that he has performed more than 80,000 surgeries. What a great visionary he was. He provided vision to any number of patients. Hats off to him. Last candidate to get the award is Dr. Nandini. She said that she concentrates on child care. Child is the father of man. The arrival of every child tells that God is not yet disgusted with mankind. I'm happy that she is concentrating on child care. The organizing committee, in sync with the heads of 7 institutions, have chosen right candidates for the right honor. I wish all of them good luck in their careers. The master of ceremony is a class apart. I was mesmerized by her words. She had a wonderful clarity and a good flow of thought. Everybody contributed for the success of this function. I am very delighted to thank all of them. Let our institution grow from strength to strength. As a concluding remark, I would like to quote 2 concluding lines from the poem Ulysses, penned by Lord Alfred Tennyson. Made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. We have a vision to reach, and we also have a mission through which we have to reach the vision. We in PSG should all promise on the happy occasion of the 96th Founders Day that we should relentlessly march towards vision through the mission and make it one of the premier institutions in the country, and the whole world should look at us in some decades. I am very confident that all of you will do it, and our best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you, sir. Let us conclude this event by rededicating ourselves to continue our pursuit of excellence and relevance. Let us seek ways to advance knowledge and educate our students to make a difference in our society and our world. I'd like to thank you all for your time and attention this evening. May I request you all to please stand up and join us for the national anthem. Thank you one and all, and have a nice evening.